The word iconic is overused, but Robert Smith is genuinely an icon. Some of this book has been devoted to examining the dynamics of that. Mostly, though, it's about the Cure's body of work and what it gives to us emotionally and intellectually. The Cure can swell your heart, the Cure can make you dance, but the Cure are also brain food. I would never claim to be an expert on the Cure. The fans more know than I ever will. Much of the deepest knowledge in this book will already have slipped from my memory by the time the book is printed. But even though this book contains facts, so many facts, the facts themselves are not the point. What I've aimed to do is to cross-reference, contextualize, analyze, and provide perspective. To draw unseen connections and to find parallels that are not immediately apparent. Also, fingers crossed, to entertain. I hope, at the very least, that Curepedia gives you something to think about, because that's what the Cure have done for me.
A is for a forest. If you go down to the woods today. The forest exerts a powerful hold over the Western imagination from childhood onwards. It is a zone of mystery and menace where ungovernable forces are freely at play. In Brothers Grimm fairy tales, such as Little Red Riding Hood and Hansel and Gretel, it is a place where terrible things happen to children. In Slavic mythology, the forest in the realm of Baba Yaga, the cannibalistic witch. In the 1939 film of The Wizard of Oz, The Haunted Forest, heralded by a sign reading, "I'd turn back if I were you," is where, in a disturbing scene, Dorothy is captured by the Wicked Witch's winged monkey minions. In New Jersey folklore, the Pine Barrens are home to a winged, hooved, wyvern-like entity called the Jersey Devil. Pine Barrens is also the name of a classic Sopranos episode in which mobsters Christopher Moltisanti and Paulie Walnuts Gualtieri find themselves lost in a snowy forest, convinced that they are being hunted by the man they came there to bury. In Robert Frost's 1922 poem Stopping by Woods on a Snowy Evening, wherein, at least according to noted poetry analyst Meadow Soprano in another episode of that show, the slowly whitening forest represents death. There are counterexamples. In Alan Moore's Swamp Thing, the combined parliament of trees is a benign, though vengeful, power, an idea inspired by the sacred tree Yggdrasil from Norse myth. In Tolkien's The Lord of the Rings, the forest of Lothlorien is an earthly paradise. In A.A. Milne's Winnie the Pooh, 100-Acre Wood is a mostly idyllic realm of fun and adventure. In C.S. Lewis's Chronicles of Narnia, the wood between the worlds is a magical place where the powers of the White Witch are weakened. In Snow White, the forest is ultimately a place of refuge from evil, even though, in an unsettling scene in Disney's 1937 adaptation of the Grimm tale, the heroine is intimidated by owls and bats and grabbed at by creepers, branches, and roots. In Toni Morrison's beloved, fugitive slave Seth, heavily pregnant and near death, is rescued by a young white girl called Amy, a guardian angel figure who nurtures her back to health and delivers her baby. But these are outliers. In horror and horror-adjacent film, the forest is chiefly a place where city folk have unspeakable violence inflicted upon them. In Deliverance, a man is raped at gunpoint by rednecks. In Sam Raimi's The Evil Dead, a woman is literally raped by a tree. In Shakespeare's A Midsummer Night's Dream, the forest is a realm of deception and trickery, where nothing is as it seems, and all manner of bizarre events occur, including Titania, Queen of the Fairies, having sex with a man with the head of a donkey. In Dante's Inferno, the journey to hell begins in a shadowy forest, the Selva Oscura, which serves as a metaphor for straying from the path of salvation. Incidentally, Dante's Inferno has been turned into a symphony by the American composer Robert W. Smith, who is just 6 months older than Crawley's Robert Smith. Even in the popular 1930s children's song, The Teddy Bear's Picnic, the minor chord beginning of each verse contains dire warnings that you'd better go in disguise, you'd better not go alone, and that it's safer to stay at home. All of this shared cultural memory plays into